Hey everyone, I'm Ben with Peterson Restorations, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of a project that I just finished up. It's another one of my shells. It's a 67 Fastback. It is a factory dusk rose pink car, which is extremely rare. I have the Marti report on it. It is one of one with the options that it has, and even just dusk rose Fastbacks. I know of 3 now since I've owned this car from people that have contacted me that they've had one. This one is a 289 and it had a 3-speed originally. I'll go over the Marti report then, show you the breakdown on it, but I'm just going to give a little walk around of the car, show the gaps on it, show all the metal that I replaced. I'll show the engine, say a little bit of what the car comes with. It is for sale. I'll have the asking price down below, and if anyone's interested they can just give me an email. I have the email down in the description and we'll go from there. Enjoy the video. Alright, so just a quick breakdown of all the new metal that is on it. The easy thing I like to say, because of how much metal I replace on my cars, is anything that's black is new. That's that E-coat that comes on the new panels. You can see up front the fenders, hood, headlight extensions. I do have an NOS stone guard and front valance on this one, which I'm happy I saved those. Whenever I found them on different cars, just the fitment of that NOS panels on the front, it's a world of difference compared to the aftermarket pieces. Doors, they're Dynacorn doors, Dynacorn full quarters, inner and outer wheelhouses. They were the one-piece ones from Dynacorn. Lid, quarter extensions, taillight panel, rear valance. The same with this side, full quarter, all that. It has the original roof yet, the original cowl. And it basically had a one-piece Supreme floor, which I put together myself with the inner rockers. The one-piece floor, transition pan, trunk floors, rear frame rails. All that was put together first, and then I placed the body on top of it. Outer rockers are new also, they're Dynacorn. Look under the hood. You can see it's all new panels up here also. Radiator support. One-piece shock tower assemblies, both sides, firewall. The lower cowl was changed. I have a new lower cowl in it, and I kept the upper cowl, and I left the original pink on the upper cowl just to show a little bit of the car. Catching my shadow. It's tough to see with the sun, but that's the pink. It was painted red over top. Also, you can see the pink going up the window channel. But the entire car is fully assembled. I have to put door latches in. I'll put a hood latch. I have the trunk latched. It's seam sealed inside, outside, all the factory spots. primered over top of the bare metal where I changed panels, just so if it's sitting for a little while it's not going to start getting surface rust collected on it. And now I'll show you a little bit of all the gaps. Whenever I put together these cars, I line up all the panels as best I can, and if you've replaced aftermarket sheet metal, you know how these gaps line up. You can see, for one, you can see the headlight bucket. That's the only thing that needs a little bit of work. That's going to be done by your body shop guy, because they are lined up with the fender perfectly. And you can just see it's just not long enough to match up to that aftermarket fender. But after that, the lines on the hood are good the whole way back. Even the distance on that line there from hood to the extension, like I showed on the other side, the front valence meeting up to the fender. It's really nice. Down the side, I have the doors pulled in right now. They're bungeed together, but you can see the lines, the body lines line up real nice. Door gaps. Back to the trunk. Rear valence gap. It's nice and straight. And the other side is just as straight on the doors after reworking them also. I go back and do all of them, so it just makes the car so much better when you do that. In the end, it just takes about a day to do all those gaps. And like I said, I have pretty much everything for this car. I'll show you the engine. It needs rebuilt, but this is the original engine for the car. It was a 289, and I checked the date code on it. You can see it was sitting out for a little while, but it can be reworked. And the transmission is a 3-speed. And I have a 3-speed that was in it, but it's not the original one. It's out of like a 71, I believe it was dated. And I have all the interior in the shed. I have extremely nice panels for this. All the fiberglass panels, there's no cracks in any of them. Fold down seat, no rust. Front seats, all the gauges, everything, all the original stuff, original panels for this car. I do have suspension pieces. I just chose to roll it around on this dolly. It makes it easy, and whoever's going to buy it's going to send it off to paint anyway. That would make it easy for them to get it around. For the right price, I will also include the dolly. That way it's easy to transport it onto your trailer, and it could be off to you, or if you need suspension put on it, I can do that also. It's no problem. Alright, so that was a quick rundown of the 67. Now I'll show you the Marti report, and I'll show you how it breaks down. If you've seen a Marti report before, you know how it is. I'll give you a quick breakdown of how they tell you what your car is. And I have it here. Okay, now this is the Elite report that you get, which it breaks down everything for you. It gives you the window sticker. You can see here, it'll show you exactly how much it costs out the door. They'll give you a duplicate of your door tag, which I have the original door tag for that one yet. I also have a clear title that's in my name for this vehicle. Alright, so this paper here is the basic one that you can get from Marti. It just gives you the general breakdown. The Elite gives you that breakdown, which is what we'll look at here in a second. So there it'll tell you all of your breakdown. And this one is funny because if you look, let's see, paint, special paint, Ford number unknown, and that is on this Dusk Rose. They didn't use the actual color code. You can see the color spot on the tag is blank, and it has the 6-digit DSO, and that should translate over to tell you what the color was from that group that ordered it. And this one says unknown, but I have a ton of original pink stuff with the car. It's the original paint. If you do all the investigation, which I've done a ton of on this car, it is a pink one, that Dusk Rose color. There it gives you a general breakdown, 1189 with special paint, and then special paint trim codes from that DSO, wheel style steel wheels. Some of the parts that this one was ordered with, which would be on the window sticker. And you can see total price for this car would have been $3,340. It even gives you the special paint is on there on the window sticker. Tinted glass, sport deck seat, power steering. This car to me is well packaged. Power steering, it's 3-speed manual, deluxe seat belts, exterior decor group, and the style steel wheels, which I really like. And then over here you get the big breakdown. So what it's saying is, the first line, you read from the first line down, it'll tell you how many 67 Mustangs there were. And out of that 472,000, 71,000 of those were fastbacks. And then out of those, 33,000 came with a 289, and it just keeps breaking down out of those numbers above. And when you get down to the bottom, where you can see it starts getting into double digits, then single digits, and then it goes down to a 1. And this one stands out because it was ordered with deluxe seat belts. Even power steering, there's only 3 of them with all the other options above. Styled steel wheels are on there, 178. Like I said, this one is 1 of 1 with the options that it has, and that breakdown does not even account for it being pink. You can see in there's nothing about the color of it. It's just breaking down out of the fastbacks for that year. So even being pink, it makes it even more rare. And I have other fastbacks. I do this all the time with shells. I'll take a rusty one. I have 2 of them underneath the covers over there. 67 and 68. I believe I have the 67 sold, and I offer them up to people before I even start on them to see if they want them. The 67, I'm just waiting on the deposit, but that'll be a shell. I offer up shells like this. And I'll give you a set price. We can work out a price. It's negotiable. This price on this one's negotiable a little bit. Like I said, I'll have it down in the description, and I'll also put about the regular price that I have for a regular 67, 68. That's not a one-of-one car like this. This is more of a rare chance for me. I don't get too many of these ones. I get a lot of just the basic ones, 289 automatics, no special colors, no special options. So like I said, I'll put that down below of those prices, my email, my Instagram account, which you can follow me at. I put a lot of pictures of the progress. You can see a bunch of the progress that was done on this, what it looked like to begin with. A lot of the other cars, you can follow me there. I'll have those other 2 cars going. This year I'll do at least one of them, and then you can follow along on there. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Beside it's a bell. It lets you know if there's notifications. I have a new series I'm going to start here with rebuilding a Mustang. If you saw outside, there's a sneak peek. I'll have that video up hopefully in the next day or 2. Yeah, it's a wrecked 2017 5-liter 6-speed. So be sure to follow along for that. And thanks for watching.